there are so many stories from these children. Some of the things that they have seen are things that you couldn't possibly imagine. And for it to be going on in our own neck of the woods, you know, donations are needed all the time. I mean, you may be sitting there right now eating a bowl full of cereal, but these kids, that's a treasure to them. That's an absolute treat. And people like our friends, because it's important to us, we know what it's like to lose everything.
Yes.
We know what it's like. We do. You think we don't, but you don't know our story.
No.
And one day we may tell you, but not right now. And we know what it's like to lose someone that we love.
Yes.
And it's like Dan was saying, you want to tell him, it was like, I'm sorry, but we're in the top of the mountain right now. Like Dan was saying, it's hard enough to deal with those things when you're an adult.
Yeah, can you imagine what it's like for a child?
To have everything
that you've ever known taken away. You don't know who these new people are. You don't know if you can trust them. And you close yourself off.
Everything that you've ever... I can't do it. Everything that you've ever loved, just take it. Hello, good people. It's Tracy.
And I'm Dan.
And you're watching Midlife Mamaw on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. We are headed to our... it's a club meeting. It's for club members. I can't
Mossy Creek Cruzers.
Mossy Creek Cruzers car club meeting. To where we're going to talk about all kinds of super secrety stuff that if you were a member, you'd know about it too. So if you want to become a member, message me, call me, do something. I'll let you know how to get there.
Yeehaw.
Where seldom has heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
Yeehaw.
That one's free. I wanted to tell you about our friends, and no, nobody knows that I'm even saying anything, but I'm just wanting to make sure that you all go and subscribe to them so that you don't miss out on their content, because, you know, it's great. It's kind of their YouTube channel. Ooh, the sun. Their YouTube channel is called ASpace For3, and I'm going to definitely put that down in the description so that you guys can go to their channel. You're going to love it. I do. And they're just wonderful people, and they go to some of the best places you can imagine. Now, also there's Andy's Journeys, which, you know, Andy was the reason that we went to Point Park, wasn't it? And Dan, you like them Cannons, didn't you? I did too. Point Park is awesome. So Andy's Journeys. Hi, Andy. So check him out. You do not want to miss out on the next adventure that he goes on. Rock of Ages, who is my buddy. whether he realizes it or not, he's my buddy. Hello, Rock. Do you think he knows he's my friend?
I think so.
He better. Anyway, Rock of Ages, I'll put his link down there. Man can turn a block of wood into a piece of art every time. I honestly, he amazes me. And recently he's been doing some other stuff, so y'all gotta check this out. He's got great content. Then of course there's Cindy from Burning Sands Exploration. Girl, I know what that is, but see, I've got you bookmarked, so I just click on you. Burning Sands Exploration. She's also got a vlog, Cindy's Vlogs. Becky from Becky's Life, and ClaudeebeingClaudee. BoneDaddyToo. Oh my gosh, there's so many of you guys that I love. Little this, little that. Hi, girl. There's Mandy's Magical Moments. And I mean, there's so many that I enjoy, and it has made being on YouTube quite pleasant. They've all got really good channels, great content, and I know I keep saying that over and over, but I want you to, is that a legal vehicle? Was that legal?
It's got brake lights on it. I assume it's got turn signals, so that makes it street legal.
Because we're going to chase him down. No, I'm kidding. But please check out their channels. And no, not a single one of them knows anything about me saying anything about them. And I know there's many more of you. Many more. Especially those that's been with me forever and those that are just new. And I should do a weekly shout out. I really should. But, you know, every time that you comment on our videos, that helps other people find you. And so comment away. Tell me how your day's going. Say hi. You know, and I also want to say hello to our granddaughters, Hadley and Elizabeth. You want to say hello?
Hi, y'all.
Papa's driving. We love you guys. Mwah! And to Melissa, good job. Did she do well? Let me put a picture of these girls right here. Hadley was wanting to hold her baby sister. Her baby sister's a little bit too big for her. And she ended up knocking her over, so that's too cute. I really think that they're adorable. I just, you know, I miss them a lot, don't you, Papa? We're going to have to go back to Texas soon. And I've got to catch me another tumbleweed for my no-named tumbleweed that Barbara caught for me. We're going to introduce you to that tumbleweed when we hit 600 subscribers. So, help me hit that 600. The yearly event for filling the truck with toys for underprivileged children, and that is happening August 24th, and it will be from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. So if you want to come out and, you know, see the cars, come on out and see them. If you want to come out and register your car, come on. They're going to be giving away stuff all day long, and, you know, it's going to be a lot of fun. Dan and I's going to be there. And to our friends that were there at the last event, shame on you. We had a lot of Facebook friends that were there. Some that interacted with us. And I just figured that out a couple of weeks ago. And you never said a word. So, when you come to one of the car shows or someplace you see us out or something like that, tell us who you are, because my mind is going in 5,000 different directions. So I'm not really paying attention. I'm just saying hello to everybody, aren't I? And our niece was talking about we couldn't walk but a couple of feet at the last car show, that somebody wasn't talking to us again. So we had a blast. Okay. Wow! That was crazy car meeting, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It got dangerous. Guess who won the meal next month? Me. Anyway.
Yeah, rub it in.
I told Dan, I said, you suck, I won. And the thing is I do not even know what that means. What does that mean?
When we go up there for the meeting next month,
I get a free meal.
they're paying for the club is paying for your meal.
Oh! Even if I just have pie? Because you know I want that pie. Right? Even if I just have pie?
Well, this is a full meal. If you want the buffet, they're buying. So.
You could go. Wow, I'm not making any sense. It's because I'm wanting to tell you too many things at one time. You could go to the MossyCreekCruisers.org. That is the official website, and I will drop the link down in the description. You can go there, and you can find out. Oh, she's touching her hair again. You can find out about the organizations, the charities that we donate to. On top of that, others in our group, just like Dan and myself, we have other charities that we donate to. And we have 3. One is the Veterans of Foreign Wars. The other one is Children's Hospital. And I cannot for the life of me remember what that third one is, but Dan knows. He's the one that's in charge of doing that. We donate several times through the year, personally. And now Mossy Creek Cruzers, they donate to other charities, and it's just so important to us. And this next event that's coming up, this one that's coming up Saturday, is a very, very big deal. I'm going to give you more of the history of this location, and the people who started it. It is Kingswood Home for Children. They have a school on site. They have homes on site. They have many volunteers. They have, unfortunately, many children. There are many people that have come away from Kingswood that have gone on to lead extremely wonderful lives, and they volunteer their time back to Kingswood. The children that are there have been taken from abusive homes. They have been taken from homes where there was drug abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse. There's so many horrific stories. That have come out of there are so many stories from these children. Some of the things that they have seen are things that you couldn't possibly imagine. And for it to be going on in our own neck of the woods, so anyway, I grabbed the wrong thing. Hold on. There we go. The benefit car show is coming up for Kingswood. Is coming up on September the 21st. This that we're doing this Saturday, the 10th of August, is actually a group of wonderful volunteers that are getting together, and they do this often, and they are going to take their old cars. There are 50s, 60s, 70s cars and trucks up there, and drive the kids around. Dan and I are going to be taking pictures of them when they get to a certain point of their little drive, and then we're going to print those pictures out and give it to them, you know. And so, but Kingswood is not government sponsored. This is volunteer completely. You know, donations are needed all the time. I mean, you may be sitting there right now eating a bowl full of cereal, but these kids, that's a treasure to them. That's you know, that's an absolute treat. And people like our friends, I'm sorry. People like our friends go up there and they donate not only their time, but they take toiletries and ridiculous amounts of snacks and non-perishable foods, toothpaste, toothbrush, deodorant. They take everything that we take for granted to those kids, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna give you a little insight on the kids that are gonna be up there. Maybe not their stories, because I will not share personal information about them. But I will let you all see just how much it means to those kids, because it does mean a lot. And I learned more tonight because of Dan. Sorry, I'm losing my light, so y'all just go ahead and put up with it. Dan is the one that's organizing all this, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And so this is the benefit for Kingswood that is going on. And I will show that at the end of this. So that you all can get a better view of it. You can also find that on our Midlife Mamaw Facebook page. So this is the Fill the Truck with Toys that's going on at the Bush Beans Visitor Center. This is the Mossy Creek one that I was telling you about. This was the registration. I am all over the page now. First of all, the 10th. Okay. So Kingswood Children, Home for Children, we're gonna bring that to you probably Saturday night. And get that information, you know, because I want you to see. Because we're going to be asking people to donate. Donate your time, donate your money, donate whatever you want to donate. We will come and pick it up if it's local. If you know, within certain counties or whatever. We will meet at a certain place and have people to, you know, bring stuff. Right now is the time for you to start thinking about that. If you're going to donate money, donate it straight to Kingswood Home for Children. I'm going to get all of that information so that you all can know what to do and how to help these kids. This is very important to me, and that's why I'm sharing it with you. And it is important to Dan. Dan's driving. But, so let's move on, and I want to tell you about the Fill the Truck with Toys cruise-in that we're having at Bush Beans Visitor Center, and that is going to be on the 24th of this month. We are members of Mossy Creek Cruzers, and we are going to be walking around, doing a video, you see us there, come up and say hello. You know, we'll put you on YouTube. That is for the registration for the cars is what?
$25 or a stuffed or new unwrapped toy.
Actually, I think they said 20.
Okay. There was a lot going on, y'all. So
you could get an new unwrapped toy, and that will suffice as your registration fee. Okay, because we want to fill the truck with toys. That's the whole point.
Hang on. Okay.
And so we want to do that. And but if you come and you're just like, I didn't bring a toy, well, you can give them $20. There's a donation jar that's going to be right there, and you can just turn that in, you know, and they will take that money and go buy some extra toys. You know, Mossy Creek Cruzers are notorious for their charity, and they're good people. And I'm not saying that because I'm one of them. But
no, y'all, really, they are good people.
Because it's important to us. We know what it's like to lose everything.
Yes.
We know what it's like. We do. You think we don't, but you don't know our story.
No.
And one day we may tell you, but not right now. And we know what it's like to lose someone that we love.
Yes.
And it's like Dan was saying, you want to tell him, it was like, I'm sorry, but we're on the top of the mountain right now. Like Dan was saying, it's hard enough to deal with those things when you're an adult.
Yeah, can you imagine what it's like for a child?
To have everything
that you've ever known taken away. You don't know who these new people are. You don't know if you can trust them. And you close yourself off.
Everything that you've ever... I can't do it. Everything that you've ever loved, just take it. Not just things, talking about people.
Right.
And these kids are ages, I think it was 5 to 18, or they could stay there until they're 18, and then they've helped them, you know, they helped them find places and stuff. But even
raccoons,
a whole family of pretty ones. Oh, those things are vicious. They'll pick your eyes out. I hope he didn't hit one of them. What was we talking about? Oh, Dan, the other Dan. He said that he could tell the difference between somebody who had been, one of the kids that had been there for a couple of weeks or something like that, and the ones that had been there for some length of time. He could tell the difference, that because the ones that were there very recently, they wouldn't look at nobody. They hold their head down. They wouldn't, you know, they basically were just in shock or something, you know. And scared and sad, and can you imagine what they're going through? And then you look at the ones that have been there for, you know, some length of time, and they're happy, and they're, you know, they're just glad to see people, and, you know, they turn lives around.
Yeah, they do.
And I'm so proud of that. And there's a massive history that goes with this this location, and I'm going to bring that to you Saturday, because we're going to meet the director, because Richard's going to introduce us to him. And they're going to take us on a tour of the entire facility. So that's going to be awesome. And I hope that we can convince our friends out there, our friends, our family, you know, just to help us when it comes to when we start doing our little fundraiser, or not fundraiser, but our drive, so that we can get toiletries and whatever people can donate. Plus, you can always go to the Mossy Creek Cruzers cruise in on Friday nights up at the Walmart in Jefferson City, and you can donate towards Kingswood, and you just tell them, and they'll take them, and whatever you bring, they'll take it and put it in the trailer, and you know, they'll make sure that the other Dan gets it and goes up there and takes everything to the kids. If you bring it to us, we will make sure that it gets there. Guaranteed. Dan will take it himself and take it up there, won't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and we'll let you know more information about that. And I'm sorry I get so emotional about it, but you're dealing with kids.
Yep.
And I don't care if it's kids or if it's I don't care if it's kids or adults. I don't care. You're dealing with that's a human. And we need to start paying more attention to humans and their needs and their, you know, you need to make sure that your brother's cup has something in it before you worry about what's in yours. Don't you?
Exactly.
And that's all I'm going to say. So, and we've got all of that stuff that's going to be going on. I'm glad that person got off your butt.
Well, they're still back there.
Oh. I'm going to go home, and Dan, do you want some more stuff to eat?
No, Lord, no. What you fixed was good.
You know, that's all I've eaten today.
Go home and fix you something else.
Go have to fix me a Pop-Tart. But I'm going to come around and watch everybody's videos. I'm so glad that you all are out there. You help me keep my mind straight. And I had a pretty good time tonight at the meeting. So, but it's because I run my mouth all the time. Anyway, guys, I love you all so much. Thank you for everyone who has recently subscribed to our channel. When we get to 600, we'll have the giveaway. I know I said 500, but we forgot about it and just kept going. But I will not forget. Once we get to 600, we'll have an even better gift that we're going to give away to one lucky winner. Maybe it'll be to multiple. Shoot, I don't know. We're going to find some. We're going to figure something out. And Dan, we're just 20 people away from 600. Did you know that?
No.
20. I thank you guys so much. And, you know, donate to somebody today. If you can't donate money or food or something like that, donate your smile, donate your friendship. Dan, you got anything else that you would like to say to the good people since you're in the dark?
No.
No. Okay. Well, that's all for me. Dan, say bye.
See y'all.
Bye.